Welcome to the Dean Close Book Club, which this week, as you'll see, is taking place in our lovely chapel. The reason for that will become clear slightly later on. I'm going to be talking about not just one book this week, but actually two. The first one is one of my favourite novels, Brideshead Revisited by Evelyn Waugh. The novel centres on Charles Ryder, who is actually an army officer who revisits during the Second World War a beautiful house that he visited over 2 decades before as a student at Oxford. The novel deals with his relationship and friendship with an aristocratic family. His friendship with the eccentric Sebastian Flyte, who is often remembered for wandering around the streets of Oxford with his teddy bear Aloysius, and his falling in love with his sister Julia. A scandal surrounding Lord Marchmain, Sebastian's father, who moves to Venice with his Italian lover, causing a great scandal. And it's a wonderful novel about religious guilt, of excess, and of a real sense of loss. Beautifully written. Evelyn Waugh, often famous for his great wit and humour, but a really nuanced and carefully, beautifully written novel. But what I thought was interesting about this is last summer I went to visit this place, which is Madresfield Court, which is not far from here. It's actually very near Malvern. And as you will see, the title of this is The Real Brideshead. And Evelyn Waugh actually did quite a bit of his writing visiting Madresfield, which is a beautiful country house. And it has real parallels with Brideshead. In actual fact, when you look at the family who live at Madresfield, the Ligon family, whose aristocratic name was Beauchamp, you actually find that nearly all the inspiration for Brideshead comes from Waugh's relationship with the family. Now, in real life, the aristocrat, Lord Beauchamp, he actually had to leave the country on threat of prosecution over a huge scandal, so quite similar to Lord Marchmain in Brideshead. Hugh Ligon bears incredible similarities to Sebastian Flyte in the novel, and you can see that Waugh gained much of his inspiration and ideas from his real-life relationship with the family. There were 4 sisters, all of whom he was very good friends with when he used to stay at Madresfield. I really would recommend, if you read Brideshead Revisited or know it, to have a look at Madresfield or even visit the house. It's not open that often, but it is open a few days every year because it is an absolutely beautiful house. And of course, one of the most notable things about the house is its incredible chapel, which Waugh writes about when he writes about Brideshead, because it is based on his experience at Madresfield. So 2 books, one a great work of fiction, one non-fiction, which really complement each other extremely well. So if you go to Madresfield, I do recommend the chapel. It certainly provided wonderful inspiration for Evelyn Waugh when he wrote Brideshead Revisited.